everyone, welcome to Julex Beauty. I'm Julie. Tonight we're going to do a more dramatic look for Christmas using my Viseart palette and my Stila. This is called the Diamond Dust. So I'm going to put some glitter on tonight, which is very exciting. So to get started, I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown corrector and concealer as I have done in the past. I just freshly tanned myself with a St. Tropez self tanner, so I'm going to dip into the bisque and the light peach. And I'm going to use that new mirror that I showed you the other day. That's the Ricky Slimming, I think. And I'm just going to place that in where I'm dark to correct that blue. I'm using my new Smith Cosmetics brush in 109. This is blending out really nicely. I'm going to pull that in onto my lid as well. And then I'm just going to take my damp sponge and blend. So this is a Guerlain Lingerie de Peau, and I am using number 4N, the medium. I'm going to use my Smith Cosmetics brush 130. I got this at the makeup show. If you want to see the explanation of the brushes, then you just go back to my last video and I'll show you there. Yeah, this color matches really nice actually with the self tan. It's not real full coverage, this Lingerie de Peau. I do believe you can build it though. Actually, I don't feel like I even need this sponge because it did blend in really nice. There's no lines at all with that brush, which I do find that some of the foundation brushes I have, it will blend in really nice, but I still want to press it into my skin because sometimes you can see those brush strokes and I don't want to see that. This blended right in, and I don't know if it's a combination of the brush or the foundation or it's one or the other, but I love this brush. For contour today, I'm going to use the RCMA Highlight and Contour Palette. I'm going to use the darker one here. You can see that I've dipped into that quite a bit. And I'm going to use the Smith number 124. So I'm just going to dip that in. And I'm going to place it right where I want some cheekbone. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. Right in the hollow of the cheek. This is where the biggest divot is, so that's where I want the darkest of the color. And then I'm going to fade out and let my brush drop off my face as I go into the center. And I'm going to push up. I don't really feel like I need a lot of contour on my nose. Just right here I like to thin it out ever so slightly. This brush is also perfect for that. Okay, the eyeshadow is what I'm most excited about. So we've got the skin down. I think it looks good. It looks fresh. I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Caramel. You can get this at Sephora. You can also get it on Anastasia Beverly Hills website. So just filling in the spaces. I don't want it to be a very harsh brow. I just want to fill in the areas that are sparse. And give it a little bit of a peak. Just to give a little bit of an eye lift without the surgery. I'm gonna actually do a smoky. I'm gonna show you how easy this is. So I'm gonna take my black track from MAC Cosmetics. It's a Pro Longwear Fluid Line. I'm gonna use the Smith 253 to go into the black track fluid line. It's an eyeliner, but I'm gonna show you how I use this as a there's my mirror. I'm going to show you how I use this as a base for my shadow. So directly onto my lid. Silly me, I already put a base shadow on there and then changed my mind, but that's okay. And I'm going to place that all over the mobile lid. Doesn't have to be perfect. This brush is good for that. Do you see how that's angled? And I place that there in the corner. And with the tip of that brush, I can get right into that crease. So I'm gonna dip that into this darker color right here in my Viseart palette. This is the Matte Cool. And just place that right over that edge so I diffuse that line. There's a little spot there on the inner corner where I feel like it's not as dark, so that's no problem. I'm just gonna go back into my liner and intensify that. So now with a clean brush, I'm gonna use a Smith 232, and I'm just gonna blend that out with no product on my brush. I have some fallout, but that's okay, I can clean that up. Now I'm gonna take that same 253, and that's the one that has the tip on it. I'm gonna dip into that fluid line again, and I'm gonna drag it down onto the bottom. My fluid line is actually just a little bit dry, that's why it's flaking. It has nothing to do with the brush. Then I'm gonna take the Smith 304, place it on its side, and soften that out a little bit. From the lower lash line, I'm gonna take this and extend it out and in. I'm gonna keep blending until I'm happy with that. It's a pretty dramatic look, obviously, so I can take that quite far down if I want. I do it pretty messy. And while that's still movable, I'm going to blend. One eye always turns out to be better than the other. You see how I took that up? That makes my eye look so much bigger. Which I think is not too late. I can do that to the other eye. I know this looks really scary, but trust me, it's gonna work out. I haven't done a dramatic look like this in so long. So let's see, this is gonna look crazy until it's all done, so bear with me. I did my brow, but now that I've done this, I'm going to strengthen the brows up. Make this a much stronger brow. So it's the same color, I'm just gonna go a little harder with my pressure. I'm gonna have to clean up a little bit because I went too far in there. That's okay. I'm gonna just warm this up a little bit, the edges, with a darker brown from the Viseart palette. I'm gonna dip into these two. It's a little bit of an experiment, as you can tell. Just a soften that line. It's just a little lower on that side than it is on this side, so I'm gonna take that down a tiny bit. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the bottom as I did on the top with just blending out with that kind of warmer color. This 235 actually comes to a really nice point, so I'm gonna use that with light pressure just so I only get that tip. I'm gonna go underneath. Now I'm going to tightline my upper lashes with Feline. Just so that you can't see the lash line. Especially right in that corner. I hate it when you can see skin there. And I'm going to also line the waterline. Really get that right into the lash line. Just want to go a little bit lighter right here with a little bit more coverage. And right in here, down the nose. See what happens. So I'm going to take that same 130 brush and just with circular motions blend that in. Feel like the foundation with this look has to be more polished, a little bit fuller coverage. So when I'm doing this part, I'm pressing a little harder, and in where the contour is, I just want to diffuse that line. So I've lifted up my pressure. Take some of my Laura Mercier powder and set that under. I feel like with this eye look, obviously it's very dramatic, and if I had too much shine to it, you won't know where to look. So I'm gonna matte this down with my Laura Mercier powder so that the eyes are the focus. And dust off any excess. I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. I can see that that's not blended right in here, so I'm going to take that brown color from the Viseart palette and go right along the edge just to blend that out. Take a fluffy brush and try to get rid of any fallout. Well, I know this isn't going to be for everybody, but I love it. I'm going to take a couple of those lighter colors and blend that out. For bronzer, I'm going to take the Ambient Radiant Bronze Light by Hourglass and right on the forehead. This is Makeup Forever pencil in number 10. It's more of a nude. into my MAC palette and use a nude color, nothing too pink. Actually, that one, what's that one? That's Blankety with a Smith 212. I'm gonna attempt lashes. This is really hard for me to do. I can do it on other people, but it is hard for me to do it on myself. But these are the Demi Wispies. I got these at Walmart. Now, normally I have to cut these, but because I took my eyeshadow far out, I might be able to get away without cutting these. So we'll see. Yeah, I can get away without cutting these. So my glue's gotten tacky. Now I go in from the top. I look down and I go in from the top because my lashes are in the way. And then I tuck, and there we go. And I take my tweezers and I just tighten that up a little bit. I hope you can see that. So I place it in the center. What I'm doing right now is just squeezing the base of the lash down to the base of my lash. I find it messy right in the corner, so I'm just gonna clean that up. Now I'm gonna show you what it looks like with glitter. So I'm gonna take my Stila and place that right. I turned my side lights off, guys, just so you could see a little bit more what it would look like in the evening. You could have a very simple black dress with some earrings and some glitter, and you'd be good to go. I hope you're not afraid to try looks like this. I am 46 years old. I've got this look going on. Some people may hate it, but it's okay. I really like it. I had fun doing it, and that's what makeup is all about. So I hope you have fun with makeup, and come join me in my next video. Bye.